Tami. So good to see you. So this is an impromptu live, and Tom's going to be joining me. He's just checking to make sure everything's working
I'm going to run in your office and do a sound check.
okay. And I'm going to bring you guys up on my iPad. Let's see, here we go. Make sure my volume is turned off. How's your summer going? We have been super busy. We started traveling in May, and it's just been a whirlwind summer for us. So, but we're here today because we have a really wonderful Vitamix reconditioned sale going on. You guys know we love our Vitamix blender, being whole food, plant-based, with all the amazing plant-based foods that we create. I use my blender every day, sometimes multiple times a day, especially when I'm batch prepping. So we wanted to talk to you today about the reconditioned sale, answer any of your questions that you have about the Vitamix blenders, and try to help you if you've been thinking about getting one. Which one should you get? What size do you need? Why are there different models, etc.? So we're going to be getting into that as well. If you're watching, please say hi in the chat. Let me know that you're here. That way I know I'm talking to someone and not just myself. So Vitamix is a company that has been around for a very long time. We know people who are using their grandparents' Vitamix blenders from years and years and years ago. So they are made to last. They're high quality. You will see in a lot of plant-based recipes that it says use a high-powered blender. Well, this is a high-powered blender. So why do we need that if we're whole food plant-based? Because we're using a lot of nuts and raw vegetables in our blenders, and to make smoothies, to make hot soups, to make dips, all kinds of wonderful concoctions, frozen fruit. Hi, honey.
Hello. I'm catching up. I just have a few more housekeeping things to get the links and stuff into the show notes from my little notepad thing here. So
Sure.
I will be catching up with you shortly. Meanwhile, I'm going to work a bit here on the side.
Also, you know, to make the frozen fruit sorbets, or as we call it in the plant-based community, nice creams. So you can actually, you know, just put your frozen fruit and a little bit of plant milk in the blender and turn it into an amazing, cold, luscious, velvety smooth dessert. So I have tons of recipes on YouTube as well as over on our blog at nutmegnotebook.com. If you're new here, I'm Tami, the creator of Nutmeg Notebook, and this is Tom. I forget sometimes that not everybody who's watching knows who we are. We have actually been whole food plant-based since 2013. I adopted the lifestyle first for health reasons, and then Tom decided to join me once he got a taste of how amazing the food is that we get to eat. So, and we love it. So it's been great. Still nobody saying hi in the chat. Please say hi. Let me know that you're here. So the Vitamix blenders, they have a wonderful factory in Ohio. Tom and I have actually been able to go and tour the factory and meet the people there, and they love the Vitamix products. When you are a new employee at Vitamix, you actually get a reconditioned Vitamix. So Ryan, who is our liaison at Vitamix, has had his reconditioned Vitamix blender for 11 years, and it's still going strong. So oftentimes when we promote one of the Vitamix reconditioned sales, people will send us an email later and they'll say, I think Vitamix made a mistake. I think they sent me a brand new blender instead of a reconditioned one. Well, here's the thing. First of all, it's an amazing way to get into the Vitamix family and to get your first Vitamix blender, or to get one for your children or your grandchildren, whoever happens to be on your list for gifts. And all of the Vitamix blenders do perform the same function. And on the reconditioned blenders, I just want you to know that these are not refurbished. Um, Refurbished means that something was wrong with it and it got sent back. These are Vitamix blenders that have been sent back for other reasons. Let's say somebody bought one at Costco in January. They thought, I'm going to go on a health kick and this is going to be so great. They ended up not following through, so they returned it. And if they return it, then it can't go back on the floor because it's something that food is used in, and so it goes back to Vitamix. Vitamix has a 17-point inspection that they do there. We actually have a video on our YouTube channel here all about what a reconditioned Vitamix blender entails. And so we actually interviewed Ryan from Vitamix and he explained it all. So if you are interested in knowing all the intricate details about what a reconditioned Vitamix blender means, then find that video and watch our video. So it will have a beautiful new container. The front of it, everything will be in mint condition. It will not look like it was reconditioned at all. Okay, so I just want you to know that. So all of the Vitamix blenders have, basically they have the same motor. They all do the same functions. So they can all do smoothies. They can make hot soup. Now there is not a heating element in the Vitamix, but the blade spins, actually creates heat from the friction. Just like if you go outside in the wintertime and you rub your hands together, that friction warms your hands up. Well, that same idea applies to the Vitamix blender. So you can make hot soups in it. You can make a hot queso dip in it as well. You can make spreads. You can make nut butter. So if you want to make your own cashew butter or macadamia nut butter or peanut butter, almond butter, you can do that. Any of the blenders that we're going to show you today, in fact, across the inventory of what Vitamix has, all of them do the same functions. The difference is what does the blender base have that might be different. There might be some pre-programs. It might be push button instead of analog. So just know that no matter which one you get, you can do all the same things in them. So we do have a video where I show you how to do dry chopping in it so that you can make like a raw salad that is chopped, or you can use it to chop up your onions if you want, or to chop up your cabbage if you want to make like a rainbow salad. You can use it to make your delicious smoothies in the morning, your green smoothies, your fruit smoothies. I use it to mix up my pancake batter, my waffle batter. You can do muffin batter in it. You can make hummus, salsa. I have videos to show you how to do all of these things. You can make a hot soup in it. Also, when we're going to be talking about which ones they have and the sale price, if you get one that does not have the pre-programs, all of the Vitamixes, even if they have the pre-programs, you also have the option to manually set the time and the speed. And so if you want to know approximately how long different things take, I'm going to give that to you. So grab a pen and a piece of paper so that you can write this down. So if you're going to make a smoothie, it takes approximately 45 seconds for a smoothie. So if you get one that has pre-programmed, it's pre-programmed for you to put everything in, push the smoothie button, and you can walk away. It will shut off after the 45 seconds. If you do not have the preset, then you will need to come back and shut it off. You always start at the lowest speed, which is 1, and then you slowly ramp up to the highest speed. So for a smoothie, it takes approximately 45 seconds. Frozen desserts, where you're putting in your frozen fruit and a little bit of plant milk, those take about 55 seconds. Hot soup or a hot dip takes about 6 minutes. It's like 5 minutes and 50 seconds, I think, for the on the
Can you be more
pre-program.
precise on that? You sure it's not 5 minutes, 50.5 seconds?
Well, you never know. It's close to that. So, like Tom usually makes our Chipotle nacho cheese dip that uses potatoes and carrots, and then I have the seasonings already in little containers, so he just has to put it in the blender, and it takes about 6 minutes for that to get nice and steamy hot. Very easy to do. So dips and spreads, so we're thinking like, doing hummus, some salsa, salad dressings. Those take about 1 minute. So you would start on 1, ramp it up to 10, and it would take about a minute. And then self-cleaning. So on the Vitamix blenders that have presets, there is a button that says self-cleaning. You don't have to have that to do the self-cleaning. You can do it manually. So you simply fill the carafe halfway with warm water, a couple drops of your favorite dish soap, put it back on the blender, start at 1, and then ramp it up. You really only need to go to about 9 for the self-cleaning, and you're going to run it for about 45 seconds. So if you've made nut butter in there, a sticky salad dressing, something like date paste that's kind of gooey, that just helps get it nice and clean without you having to do a lot of scrubbing. And then you'll pour that out, rinse it really well, and then I highly recommend that you dry it with a soft kitchen towel right away, because you can, if you live someplace that has hard water, then you can get some hard water spots on mineral deposits on the inside of the container. But if you wash it right away, you dry it right away, that is the key to keeping it looking nice. So as soon as I get done making something, I go ahead and rinse it, fill it halfway with water, add a little bit of dish soap, and then let it run for about 45 seconds. And even the lid gets nice and clean. If there's something, still left, just use your dishcloth and finish getting it clean for yourself. So it works out really, really well. All right. Are you ready to talk about which ones we have that are on the Certified Reconditioned sale right now? Also, we have a link. We are Vitamix affiliates. We have a link down below in the show notes. We please ask that you would use our link when you make your purchase, because we do earn a commission from that, and so we appreciate your support with that.
I will drop that in the chat just so it's there.
Okay, that'd be great. Tom will put that in the chat as well. I'm going to take a sip of my water.
Okay, so yeah, down in the show notes, I'm at the top. I'm only listing 4 machines: the Explorian, the 2500, a Propel, and a 3500. And we actually have 3 of those 4 models here, and the 2 Ascents are very similar. It's just a matter of extra buttons. So
there you go.
Tami is going to start with us with the Explorian, and it happens to be the lowest cost in the group. Down in the show notes, I'm showing, and these prices, by the way, are the reconditioned price, which is discounted from the retail price. And then the sale that's going on right now is then off of that reconditioned price. So it's like it's double discount days.
Right, because this normally, the reconditioned one, was $379.95.
Right.
and it's $100 off.
So it's
So it's
$279.
$279.95. It's going to come with the 64-ounce container. Now this is the size that I like to use when I'm doing a double batch of hummus, or I'm making enough green smoothie for both Tom and I. We'll make it in here. It's super powerful. It can totally handle doing that. If you want to make a nut butter in it, you're going to use about 4 cups of nuts in here to make your nut butter. I can do 2 cans of garbanzo beans and make a double batch of hummus. And by the way, you guys, if you make a big batch of hummus, you can easily freeze it. I put it in half-cup containers and put it in my freezer, and then I can just pull one out at a time. So what you get with this, the one that is on sale actually has 3 programs. Is that right, Tom?
Not on this. That is a discussion about the
A different one.
a different model.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that has to do with you're right. The one that's on sale.
I thought I was.
She was right. Okay. I am listing in the top of our show notes the Explorian with programs black, $379.95 retail, and as Tami just mentioned, $279.95 net with the sale. That one does have 3 programs. Now, if you want to save $10 for $269.95, you can get one without those 3 programs. I only listed the one with 3 programs.
Because why not?
Which is this one. Are you able to tell us what those programs are?
Yes, it is for smoothies, hot soup, and frozen desserts. And those are the 3 things that you would probably do most of the time.
Right, and so those programs are just going to be on the left side of the dial here. This, the scale of 1 to 10 is there on all of them, but there's 3 specific programs that you can click up. So it's this body, this container, this lid, but with the addition of 3 additional little buttons for the $279.95 one.
Right.
If you want to save $10, you can get it with no extra buttons.
But the nice thing about having the presets is that if you're making the smoothie, you can push smoothie, you can walk away because it's going to shut off when it's done. The same with the hot soup or doing the frozen dessert. So it will stop when it's done. So if you're, distracted with the kids or you get a phone call or whatever, it makes it really nice. Now, yes.
What I really like about the smoothie program is I'm focused on tamping and getting things down into the mix, and I don't have to also be like dual tasking in my head and worrying about when to ramp up the speed. It does that part automatically.
It does.
So I enjoy the smoothie setting a lot because then I can just focus on getting all the ingredients engaged with the blades and not have to worry about setting speeds.
Right. And so all of the blenders are going to come with a tamper, by the way. Also, these are all low profile. These will fit underneath a standard kitchen cabinet, which is also very, very nice. And we love that aspect of it as well. So you'll get a tamper, and what the tamper does is it allows you to help push down the ingredients so they get down there into the blade. And as you can see, it is made so that it does not itself reach the blade. But this comes in really handy, especially when you're doing the frozen nice cream. You've got the frozen fruit in here, and it just works so beautifully, and it's just super easy to do as well. So, and we've already talked about how to clean it up and keep it going. So you're going to get the tamper, the lid, the container, of course, the motor base, and you're also going to get First Blend's cookbook, which is just nice. It gives you some basic how to make the frozen fruit dessert, how to make a soup, how to make hummus. So it'll give you some basic recipes. Like I said, there's a lot of Vitamix recipes, not only on our YouTube channel, but also on our blog at nutmegnotebook.com. And then the Vitamix website, of course, is filled with lots of recipes. So for $279.95, you can get this is the lowest cost one on this particular sale. It's the Explorian, and it will have programs. This one does not have programs. Even if it has programs, you still have the ability to do variable speed control so that you can control how fast it's going and how long it's going depending on what you want to make in it. So let me know if you have any questions about that. And Tom, I'm gonna
switch these out.
Yep, I'm gonna let you switch this out, and we'll bring the next we're going to be talking about the A2500.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and talk about the Propel now?
Okay,
and then
let's
we'll
do
the 25 and 3500 together, since we're just
Sure,
using the one machine.
Sure. Let's do that.
That's how
Perfect.
what you mentioned is how I've got them ordered in the show notes, because I did it by price.
Oh, okay.
But if we're going by similar models, we should save that and go ahead and do the Propel now.
Right. Here
And
we
this
go.
and on the Recon sale, it's just this one model of Propel,
Okay.
the 750.
So this is it will be the Certified Reconditioned Propel 750. Again, it has the same motor. All of the Vitamix blenders that we're talking about all have the same motor, and they can all do the same things. Now this is a midline price, and this particular one will have 5 programs. The one that I have here has, do I have 5 on this one? I do, 3, 4, 5. So what are those 5 programs? Let me tell you here. Okay, so you're going to get 4 blending programs. You're going to get the hot soup, the frozen dessert, the dip and spread, and you're going to get the self-cleaning as well. This just ensures that you have consistent results all the time. But then you also have the option of pulse and the variable speed control, so that, if you like, if I'm making salsa in here, I want to use the pulse because maybe I want it chunky one time, another time I might want it smooth. If I'm processing some tomatoes to make a marinara, I might want a chunkier marinara one time, another time I might want it to be smooth. And so with the variable speed control, then I can control that. You can control the texture of what you're blending when you have that. And then the pulse also comes in handy if you want to coarsely chop different vegetables for a recipe as well. Or you want to make a thick vegetable soup, perhaps. So it's the powerful 2 horsepower motor, and you're going to get the 64-ounce low-profile container. You're also going to get the tamper with it as well. And it's also low profile, fits underneath the standard countertop cabinets in your kitchen. And it is a little workhorse. I think this is what Katie had. Did our daughter, is this what she started with?
Yes, yeah, the Explorian.
And no, this is a Propel.
Yeah, she didn't have a Propel. She had an Explorian.
Oh, she had the Explorian.
I think she had the E310 to start with.
Okay, so this was $569.95. You're going to save $170 on it for $399.95. It's a midline price. It has the 5 program settings here, which is just really easy. You have a dial, you just go to the setting, push start, and it takes care of the rest. Anything you want to add?
Did you mention what the 5 programs were?
Yes, I already did.
Okay, I was fiddling with the camera. Okay.
I already did. Really simple, easy to use, easy to clean, easy to get the lid off and on as well. And like I said, they are really great workhorses.
Yeah, this is probably the most deluxe current model of the traditional type series. Because it has, it does have the 5 programs.
It does, yeah.
And then the black lid and so forth that folks are used to. So
right. Okay, I think
all
we're
right.
ready for the
Okay.
next one.
All right, I'll slide them around.
All right. Let us know if you have any questions, anyone. We're happy to answer your questions. We've been Vitamix fans for a number of years. I had a different high-powered blender before the Vitamix, and we actually returned it and got a Vitamix, and I have been so happy to have my Vitamix. We have 3 small grandchildren. Our daughter uses her Vitamix every day. She is, back when they were babies, she made all of her own baby food in them, lots of purees, and she continues to use it. She's also whole food plant-based and makes smoothies for the kids and her husband every day, and salad dressings and sauces and the vegan cheese sauces and all of that. It's fabulous. Yes.
I meant to mention on the last one, so if I can jump in and mention now, or I will
Oh,
forget.
colors.
On the website, when you use the link, it takes you to the Recon. I don't have a live monitor, so I'm guessing here. There's a little color selection thing down at the bottom. Not all colors of all the machines are available in the recondition because it's dependent on what that reconditioned inventory is.
Right.
For instance, on the Ascent, one of the Ascents, I don't know if it's the 25 or the 3500, 2 of the colors are not available, and like the black and the silver are available. Or excuse me, graphite and white are available, but red and something else are not available. So look at those little dots on the website. It puts a red no symbol through the colors that are not available. So you have to pick a color anyway. But I brought mine up originally to one color and it said not available. Like, well, wait a minute, it just went on sale like yesterday. Well, it's because it was a color that wasn't available. This color, I believe, is available at the moment. So,
Great.
So that's my story on color.
Okay,
selection.
so this is the Certified Reconditioned A2500 and A3500. So this happens to be the A3500, but I'm going to talk about the 2500 first. So the 2500 will look very similar to this, but it will not have any pre-programs on it. It originally was $449.95. You're going to save $100 and you'll get it for $349.95. Now, also I want to mention that the sale goes through August 12th. So you want to get your order in because when they run out of the models, there won't be any more. Once the reconditioned models are gone, they're gone.
They go out of stock until
Somebody,
some more happen somehow.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly. And so you will get, for $349.95, you'll get the A2500. It will not have the preset programs for you, but it still will do all of the same things. So it is going to come with the 64-ounce container. This particular model has the clear top instead of the black rubber top on it. And again, this is great for large capacity, making double batches of hummus or dips or salad dressings, smoothies. You can get a lot in this one carafe. It's just amazing what it can do. You'll have the variable speed control and the pulse feature, so you can fine-tune the texture of all of your recipes, and it will still do smoothies, hot soup, frozen desserts, all of the things. You will get a tamper with it, and you will also get the Simply Blending cookbook, which is really nice. It gives you a nice variety of recipes to choose from. Beautiful pictures too. It's actually quite a lovely cookbook in here, and it will help you if you're new to Vitamix. It will help introduce you to Vitamix and how to use the blender, and you will be amazed at how powerful it is and how easily it can turn cashews or almonds into smooth, velvety smooth, creamy sauces and salad dressings. So I love to make my Caesar salad dressing in here, my ranch dressing, the creamy balsamic. Soon I have 2 new salad dressing recipes that we need to make videos for. I have a lemon poppy seed, which is lovely. And then yesterday, you guys, I created the best miso dressing. And so easily made in your Vitamix as well. And so, so you will get the tamper, the carafe 64 ounce, and the Simply Blending cookbook with this. Now, if you want to get the same one that I have, this happens to be the, also both the A3500 and the A2500 pair with what's called self-detect. So they also have a food processor attachment that will fit on this model. The other models that we talked about today, they are not compatible with the food processor, but this is considered a premium model, and it will accommodate the food processor. I have the food processor.
I'll put a link to the food processor video in the show notes.
Perfect. I've had it for a few years and I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. I love that my base is always out, so all I have to do is get the attachment, food processor attachment out to put on top of here. So this particular model, this is the one that I have in my kitchen that I use every day, and it has 5 programs. So it has the preset programs here that you just, this is just a touch pad, and it has the hot soup, dips and spreads, frozen desserts, and the self-cleaning. And it adjusts it according to the size container that you put on it. So I have a separate 48 ounce container, and it will fit on here. When I put my self-detect containers on here, it knows if it's a 64 ounce, a 48 ounce, or it knows that I've put the food processor on it. So the self-detect connectivity will mean that as they come out for extra accessories in the future, that you will be able to use those on this. Now, if you already have a food processor that you love, you're not looking for a food processor, then maybe you don't want this model. That's up to you. The touchscreen controls kind of give the machine a nice sleek silhouette. It's easy to wipe it clean as well. There's also a programmable timer on this one. So if you know that you make a particular salad dressing or something and it takes 35 seconds, you can program this for 35 seconds so that it will stop, and that way that recipe will be perfect for you every time, or you're teaching your teenager or your grandson or your granddaughter how to make things, and you can do that timer in there. And so this will pair with any of these self-detect containers. And so if you have a different model and you're upgrading, just know that your older containers will not work on the self-detect machine. It won't be able to tell what size it is. So you're going to get the 64 ounce container, you're going to get the tamper, and you're also going to get the Simply Blending cookbook. So originally this would have been $549.95, and on the special reconditioned sale, you're going to save $100. It's going to be $449.95 to get into Vitamix at the premium level machine.
I think that you sold originally for like the new one sold for like $649.
I think so.
Yeah.
So it's quite an amazing savings. So across the board, all of the Vitamixes, let's just go over it again. They all have the same motor base, so they can all do the exact same things. There's no difference in quality or power of them. What you're getting, what you're choosing is presets or no presets on here. Self-detect for the attachments like the food processor or not. So if that's not something that you need or want and you don't want to spend this much money, then you can get the Propel or the, what was the other one called? I have too many here. Or the Explorian for less money, but still be able to do all the same things with your Vitamix blender. What do you have to say? I thought you looked like you were thinking something there.
Style matters. When this came out, we really liked the style of this, you know, because we'd had one for quite a while.
Yeah, so
An older model called the V1200 or the Venturist, very capable machine. We actually still have it, but I really liked how cool the body of this one was when it came out.
right.
And
So somebody's asking what model I have. This is the A3500, and this is the one that I use in my kitchen.
it's our current workhorse
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the A3500.
We do have a demo model on the new X series, which are a slimmer, trimmer kind of a look. Same horsepower motor, of course, but the model we have doesn't have all the programs. It's a X2 model instead of the X4. So
Okay, so Sean Hedman says, thank you. That's the one I've been looking at for the low profile and a couple of settings. I
The
have
Explorian,
a
yeah.
5200 for over a decade, and it works so well, I've been hesitant to buy a second one, but the low price is tempting. Absolutely. When they have the certified reconditioned models on sale, that's like the perfect time to get them.
because you're back to, you get the Recon discount plus the sale discount, so
It's a double discount.
discount,
It's
yeah.
a double discount. So Francine, this is the A3500, and it is with the 5 programs, has the self-detect, so it will accommodate the food processor on it, and it is on sale for $449.95. And normally the certified reconditioned is $100 more. It's normally $549.95. So for $449.95, you can get a premium machine. And I'm very, very happy with this. As you guys know, I recipe test. I'm in my kitchen a lot. My Vitamix gets a really big workout, and I've never had any problems with my Vitamix blenders. They're able to do everything that I want them to do. So I have that sheet pan pancake recipe. I blend up that batter in here. I make pancakes on a griddle for the kids. I make that batter up here in here, and you know how thick that kind of batter is. My waffle mix, I blend it in here too. I mean, it saves me so much time. And if you like smoothies or like an Alfredo sauce, I make a wonderful Alfredo sauce out of cauliflower. And when you would never know that it was made with cauliflower, because the Vitamix just turns it like velvety smooth. It is so silky.
All your dressings.
All the salad dressings.
Yeah.
So the nut-based ones, you would never know that they were made with nuts, because this does such a beautiful job of creaming them. If I put chia seeds or flax in it in a smoothie or a salad dressing or a dessert, even like my chocolate chia pudding, it makes it so creamy smooth. You never would know that it had chia seeds in it. It's just amazing. So like I said, we had a different brand before. I was so happy when we switched to the Vitamix. I love being able to push everything down in it with the tamper so that everything gets well incorporated and well blended. So it's wonderful.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Any other?
Yeah, I answered in
Questions?
print, so people
Okay.
looking at the chat, I know you already answered her, but I'm just put it in there so people watching later would see the answer.
Yeah, so Tom has put our link in the notes underneath the show. So where it says more underneath the YouTube video, click on that and you'll find our affiliate link. If you would use our affiliate link, we would really appreciate it. If you want to know anything more about the Vitamix blenders, you can feel free to email us, either Tom or Tami, at nutmegnotebook.com, and we're happy to answer your questions about the Vitamix blender. If you're looking for more recipes, just do a Google Nutmeg Notebook Vitamix, and you will find a lot of our Vitamix recipes either on YouTube or on our website at nutmegnotebook.com as well. So we only work with companies who have products that we actually use and enjoy in our plant-based, with our plant-based lifestyle, and that's why we're happy to share about them with you, because we know what great products Vitamix is and what a difference it has made for us to be able to have whole food plant-based meals that are easy to execute. Because you guys know I'm all about saving time. I want to work smarter, not harder in the kitchen. I want to eat well, I want to eat healthy, but I don't want to spend all day in my kitchen to do it. And so the Vitamix blender really does help accelerate making delicious whole food plant-based food, and we're really, really happy with it. So, all right, Francine says, thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you guys for joining us today. We really appreciate it. We hope you'll take advantage of the sale. The sale is good through August 12th, and so you do have a little bit of time to get over there, but just remember that these are the reconditioned, and once the inventory is gone, then it's gone until they get some more models. So
If you haven't signed up on our blog at nutmegnotebook.com, which is how you would be signed up for our email list to get notifications about sales like this,
right.
then you would be in the know on that. And I will be putting together an email on the reconditioned sale here in the next day or two.
Absolutely.
And sending it out with printed version of a lot of the information we covered today. So
right.
So anyway,
Absolutely.
Does Vitamix have a vacuum sealed? No, they don't have a vacuum sealed one. No.
No, I know that there is someone who makes something that they have adapted.
Binds in a vacuum?
That, yeah.
I don't know about that.
The raw food is like that because it doesn't. It
Keeps
doesn't.
it from oxidizing.
Right, and it doesn't fill it full. It doesn't fill it with so much air, I guess. And so then, like, if you blend your smoothies ahead of time,
anti-foaming,
right,
anti-oxidizing.
right. So I would Google that. Also, you might look on Raw Food Romance. They have a YouTube channel, and they're also on Instagram, and they're Raw Foodies. And I think they use something, and they would probably have something on their YouTube channel.
Okay.
About what they make.
I was getting sound and stuff turned on in the beginning. So did you mention to our regular viewers that we've been off for a bit at the beginning? Or?
Yes, that we've had just a really wonderful, crazy spring and summer.
Right.
We had a great vacation. Came home from that.
Yeah, we didn't want to. Like I'm working on a video right now, editing. Tami talks tofu and tempeh and something else.
Yeah.
But this promotion last year, at the same time, a lot of people did pick up blenders, and we were talking that we didn't want to not come on and make people aware of it, because a lot of people took advantage of it last year, and then we got good follow-up comments afterwards.
We did.
So sorry to jump on after an absence with a sponsorship message, but we didn't want people to miss out. There's too many people took advantage last year to ignore it.
Right.
So we thought we better jump on and share.
Yeah, because it's a wonderful opportunity. We don't think that you'll regret having bought a Vitamix, and so we've gifted one to our daughter, and she just can't praise it enough. It makes her life so much easier cooking for 5 people, and we certainly love having ours as well. So
okay,
it's all a good thing.
Well, I'm going to go around and get ready to push.
I want them to give us a thumbs up.
Oh,
And if you're new and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. And we love to do whole food, plant-based lifestyle tips, time-saving tips in the kitchen, product reviews for lots of different things, a lot of recipes as well, and just whole food, plant-based lifestyle tips as well. And so do subscribe.
all delicious food, even if you're not plant-based. A lot of you
true.
folks watching this Vitamix video may not necessarily be. Good food is, Tami says, good food is good food. Her dressings are amazing, and I can have as much as I want, a liberal dose of dressing, because it's not full of oil and stuff that's going to create other issues down the line for me. So
yeah, good
anyway,
food is good food. Ours just happens to be healthy, but it's still absolutely delicious. So
Yes.
we feed people all the time who don't eat like us, and they love our food and ask for the recipes. So that's when you know that you've got a winner.
Okay.
So please give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time. I'm Tami.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you get healthy and stay healthy.
One blend.
One blend at a time.
Yeah.
I like that. That
Okay.
works.
All
All right, you guys, thanks so much for popping in with us. We appreciate it. See you next time.